Hello again, pals! Today we will explore a story that will definitely enrich our minds as well as our hearts. Join me as we embark ourselves to a whole new journey. But before that, I will ask you a question. Who among you loves animals? Well, if you have a heart for animals, I guess you will surely relate to the story that we will explore today. But before exploring the story, I have a question to ask you again. What do you think will happen if the dog will be separated to his or her master? If you can answer this question, then I guess we are ready now to have our story for today. Come on, let us unveil the story of Dog Eaters, written by Leoncio de Riada.
Mariana looked out the window toward the other side of Arteaga Street. A group of men had gathered around a low table in front of Seryo's sari-sari store. It was 10 o'clock, Tuesday morning. Yet, these men did not find it too early to drink. And worse, they wanted her husband to be with them.
Those fieldsmen, who stuck to this slaughter today? My God, Victor! Do you have to join them every time they stoop somebody's pet?
It's barbecue today.
I'm not in the mood for jokes. It's time for you to stop going with those good-for-nothing scavengers.
But they are my friends, Mariana.
Then, you should have married one of them.
Victor! Victor! Woo! Woo!
I'm coming!
Aren't you inviting your wife? Perhaps your friends have reserved the best morsel for me. Which is the most delicious part of a dog? Have, Victor? Its heart, its liver, its brain, blood, bone, ears, tongue, tail? I wish to God that you'd all die of hydrophobia.
Can you feed the baby and talk at the same time?
She did not expect him to answer, and now that he had, she felt angrier. The heat from the unsealing group had become terrible and it had all seeped into her head. She was ready for a fight. Mariana get a bottle to serve as her weapon.
Why don't you do something? Instead of drinking their stinking tuba and eating that filthy meat, why don't you listen for a change?
What's so indecent about eating dog meat? The people of Arteaga Street have been eating dog meat for as long as I can remember.
No wonder their manners have gone to the dogs.
You married one of them.
Yes, to lead a dog's life.
What's eating you?
What's eating me? Dogs! I'm ready to say ow, ow, don't you know?
Come, Mariana darling.
Shall I slaughter Ramir for you? That pet of yours does nothing but bark at strangers and dirty the doorstep. Perhaps you can invite your friends tonight. Let us celebrate.
Leave Ramir alone.
The dog is enslaving me.
Victor turned to the door. It was the final insult, Mariana thought. The bastard! How dare he turn his back on her?
Puñeta!
Mariana ran to the door and banged it once, twice, thrice, all the while shrieking.
Go! Eat and drink until your tongue hangs like a mad dog's. Then I will call a veterinarian. Why don't you leave my husband alone? You're dogs!
The men laughed louder obscenely. Their voices offended the ears just as the stench from the garbage dumped at the Arteaga-Mabini junction offended the nostrils. She felt tired. Once again, her eyes surveyed the room with a repulsion. She had stayed in this rented house for 2 years, tried to paste picture on the wall, hang up plastic curtains that could not completely ward off the stink from the street. Instead of cheering up the house, they made it sadder, emphasizing the lack of the things she had dreamt of having when she eloped with Victor 2 years ago. Victor was quite attractive. When he was a teenager, he was a member of the Gregory Bodybuilding Club on Cortez Street. He dropped out of freshman year at Harvadian and instead developed his chest and bicep at the club. He was to be Mr. Philippines until one day Gregory canceled his membership. Mariana, who came from a better neighborhood, was a third-year BSE student at Rizal Memorial Colleges. They eloped during the second semester. The very weak Feli drowned in the pool behind the Three Diamonds. Just as Mariana grew heavy with a child, Victor lost his job at the bar. He quarreled with the manager. An uncle working in a construction company found him a new job, but he showed up only when the man did not report for work. Mariana felt a stirring in her womb. She felt her belly with both hands. Her tight-fitted dress could not quite conceal this most unwanted pregnancy. She closed her eyes and pressed her belly hard. She felt the uncomfortable swell, and in a moment, she had ridiculous thought. What if she bore a pair or a trio of puppies? She imagined herself as a dog, a spent bitch with hind legs spread out obscenely as her litter of 3 or 4 or 5 fought for her tits while the mongrel who was responsible for all this misery flirted with the other dogs of the neighborhood. A dog barked. Mariana was startled. It was Ramir. His chain clanked and she could picture the dog going up the stairs, his little fangs bared in terrible growl.
Ay, Mariana! What dog! He will bite me! Shoo! Shoo! Stay away from the beast, Aling Elpidia!
It was Aling Elpidia, the fish and vegetable vendor.
Come on up, Aling Elpidia. Don't be afraid. I'm holding Ramir's leash. Nako, Mariana! Why do you keep that crazy dog at the door? He will bite a kilo of every visitor. The last time I was here, I almost had the heart attack. It was Victor's idea of a house guard. Why I am still trembling? Why must you close the door, Mariana? Those horrible men across the street. I cannot stand their noise. Where is Victor? There, with them. He is one of them. One of what? The dog eaters of Arteaga Street. What is so terrible about that? Do you eat dog meat, Aling Elpidia?
Is better than goat's meat. And dog is definitely cleaner than the pig. With the price of pork and beef as high as Mount Apple, one would rather eat dog meat. How is the baby?
Asleep.
Here is your day's supply of vegetables. I also brought some bangus. Cook Victor a pot of sinigang, and he will forget the most delicious chunk of our meal.
I hope you have not forgotten the green mangoes. And that thing you promised me.
I brought all of them.
I have not told Victor anything.
He does not have to know.
I am afraid, Aling Elpidia.
Nonsense.
Is it effective?
Very effective. Come on, let me touch you. 3 months did you say, Mariana?
3 months and 2 weeks.
Are you sure you do not want this child? It feels so healthy.
I do not want another child.
Well, it is your decision. The bottle is yours.
Is it bitter?
Yes.
How shall I take this?
Spoonful before you sleep in the evening, and another spoonful after breakfast.
I take it with a glass of milk or a bottle of Coke.
No, you must take it pure.
It's not dangerous, is it, Aling Elpidia?
Do not worry. It is bitter, but it is harmless. It will appear as an accident, like falling down the stairs. Moreover, there will be less pain and blood. Think I must go now. Do you have the money?
Yes. Here is the money.
Dog Mariana, you may start taking it tonight.
She heard somebody coming up the stairs. It must be Victor.
Mariana! Mariana! Mariana!
Quiet! The baby is going back to sleep.
I met that old witch, Elpidia. What did she brought today?
Same things. Vegetable, some fish.
Fish? Again?
You are drunk. Do not touch me. You stink.
I am not drunk. Come, Mariana dear. Let me hold you.
Do you have to be like this all the time? Quarreling every day? Why don't you get a steady job? Like any decent husband. He would be out the whole day. And perhaps I would miss you.
You do not have to complain. True, my work is not permanent, but I think we have enough. We are not starving, are we?
You call this enough? This is not the type of life I expect. I should have continued school. You fooled me.
Let us not quarrel.
But I want to quarrel with you.
Be reasonable.
You are not reasonable. You never try to please me. You would rather be with your stinking friends and drink their dirty wine and eat their dirty meat. Oh, how I hate it, Victor.
What do you want me to do? Stay here and boil the baby's milk?
I wish you would.
That is your job. You are a woman.
Oh, how are you admire yourself for being man?
Do not yell. You wake up the baby.
To hell with your baby.
You are mad, Mariana.
And so I am mad. I am mad because I do not eat dog meat. I am mad because I want my husband to make a man of himself. I am mad because...
Stop it.
Punyeta.
Relax, Mariana. You are excited. That's not good for you. I want my second baby healthy.
There will be no second baby.
What do you mean?
You met Aling Elpicha on your way.
And what did that witch do? Curse my baby? He's a vampire.
See this, Victor? See those leaves? See those roots? They are very potent, Victor.
I do not understand.
1 spoonful in the morning and 1 spoonful in the evening. It is bitter, Victor, but I will bear it.
What? What? My baby?
Yes, and I am not afraid.
You would not do it.
I am not afraid.
Give me the bottle.
No.
What kind of woman are you?
What kind of man are you?
It is my baby.
It is mine. I have the right to dispose of it. I do not want another child.
Why? Mariana? Why?
Because you cannot afford it. What would you feed your another child? Have it or? Tuba milk? Dog meat for rice?
We shall manage, Mariana. Everything will be alright.
Sure. Everything will be alright. For you. I do not believe in that anymore.
Give me the bottle.
No.
Please, Mariana. That is our child.
I told you, I did not want another child. You broke that bottle, but I will look for other means. I will starve myself. I will jump out of the window. I will fall down the stairs.
Mariana!
You cannot afford to buy pills or hire a doctor.
I want a child.
No man can talk because you do not have to bear the children. You coward! Go! Get out! Get out! Shut up, you miserable dog!
Ramir continued barking. Mariana paused. Ramir, she thought. Victor's dog. A cruel thought crossed her mind and stayed there. Now, she knew exactly what to do. She reached for the big kitchen knife of a shelf above the sink. Noticing Mariana's presence, he stopped barking. Mariana stared at the dog. The dog stared back, and Mariana noticed the change in the animal's eyes. They became fiery, dangerous. My God, Mariana thought. This creature knew. Ramir's ears stood. She released the chain, and the canine carcass dropped with a thud on the ground below and for the first in all her life on the Arteaga Street, Mariana cried.
It is a nice story, right? Always remember, pals, that in every decision that a person will take, there is a corresponding consequences that either will lead this life success or will lead this life to misery. Just like what the Newton's law of motion states, which is in every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. If an individual is not able to handle the cause of the action taken, it will ruin and turn his life into wretchedness. I hope you enjoyed this story for this day. See you again on